we're going to continue by focusing on the glutes, so building strength and flexibility through the large prime movers of the lower body. So we will be doing, yoga poses that we do practice from time to time. We'll just kind of be combining them tonight to really focus on that area. So stretching poses like forward folds and pigeon pose, strengthening poses like our straight leg, cat-cow variation, some leg lifts, some lunges, moving lunges. So we'll really target that area to wake it up, because when our glutes are working, we have less pain in other parts of the body. If the glutes are falling asleep and are not pulling their weight, sometimes the muscles of the lower back and the quads have to take over for that work, and that can sometimes impact our lower back health, creating a sore lower back or runner's knee, a condition in the knee that is actually caused by the quads being tight and pulling too much, and they're doing that because the glutes are not pulling their weight. So very important, and good for us whether we feel like our glutes are working or not. It's always good to train that area. So we'll get started tonight just seated on our mat and come into a comfortable position. Oh, I'll meet you guys first. Get ahead of myself. Okay, that music sounded nice. I encourage you all to listen to music too if you like while doing this. All right. So from our comfortable seated position, that can be legs crossed, legs out in front, maybe sitting in hero pose with your hips on your heels. Whatever that looks like for you tonight, just lift your shoulders up and back, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and take a couple nice deep breaths. Bring your full awareness to the body as it breathes. So the sensation of the inhale, how it expands the chest, back, and abdomen. And the exhale, as your body relaxes, as your shoulders drop down, as you feel that breath on your upper lip. If your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Back to the present. And then on your next inhale, let's lift both arms all the way up. And exhale, arms down. One more like that. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. This time, inhale, both arms up. As you exhale, rotate to the left and drop your hands down. Right hand to the lap, left hand behind the back. Look over the left shoulder. Just a gentle twist. And on your next breath, inhale, both arms up. Come back through center. And exhale, rotate to the right. Look over the right shoulder, sitting up tall. Good. Let's inhale, both arms up. And exhale, left hand down to the left side. Reach the right fingertips across, finding length through the right side of the rib cage, abdominals, and back. And let's inhale through center. Exhale, opposite side. Right hand to the mat. Reach the left hand over to the right. Good. Let's inhale, both arms up. And exhale, forward fold this time. Drop your hands down to the mat. Ease your chest down towards your legs. Let your chin relax towards your chest. Your forehead down towards the floor. As you exhale, maybe you can inch your hands a little bit further forward, finding a little bit more space along the back side of the body. Good. Let's walk our hands back in, lifting the shoulders back up. Take a deep breath. And we're going to move on to our hands and knees. Bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Let's continue to move with the breath. A couple cat-cows, waking up the back of the body. So exhale, arch the back. Inhale, round the spine. So move at your own pace. And as you feel your body warming up and becoming a little bit more loose, you can kind of dive into these cat-cows. You can get the arms working as well. Think about sliding the crown of the head forward and up as you inhale, and as you exhale, really round the whole body. Draw your chin towards your chest. Good. Let's come to a neutral spine, and let's draw the abs in, reach the right arm out, left leg out. Begin to move with our breath, extending the arm and leg. So exhale, knee and elbow together, tuck the chin. Inhale, lengthen. Keep the leg straight. Press away through the heel, really turning on the left glute and hamstring. So exhale, draw the knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthen. Good. On your next inhale, let's keep the left leg lifted, but we're going to lower our right hand back down to the mat. Point the left foot, and we're going to do a couple leg lifts. So I want you to imagine you have something balancing on your lower back. You need to keep it steady. You can't let it fall over. We're just going to gently lower our left toes down towards the floor, and exhale, lift the heel back up. So inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep the abs drawn in. Keep the shoulders steady, the weight evenly distributed through the hands. And think of the leg as a long lever. We're lifting, using the glute to power the leg lift. Good. On your next lift, let's hold it there, maybe lifting a little bit higher without compromising the lower back. Keep it nice and flat. And release. Bend the left knee, lower it down to the mat under the left hip, and take a nice full breath. We're going to switch sides, starting with the left arm and right leg. Inhaling both out in line with the body. And exhale, bend the knee and elbow, tuck the chin, use the abs. So inhale, lengthen, pressing through the heel, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, arch. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to keep the right leg extended. You can lower the left hand down to the mat, point the right toes, and again, find steadiness through the back of the body. Lowering the right toes, just tap the mat, and then exhale, lift the leg back up. So keep the back flat. Keep breathing deeply, and keep the legs straight to ensure you're lifting from the glute. On your next lift, hold that leg, keep the body steady, keep breathing. And bend the knee, lower it down to the mat. Connect the toes and then walk the knees wide. So we're creating a V with the lower legs. Lower your hips down to meet the heels. Walk your hands out in front of you, letting your chest sink down towards your mat, and breathe. Let's lift the head up, look forward to the space between your hands. Shift the hips forward and up as we curl the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. And now tiptoe the feet forward, coming into our forward fold. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Let the body hang. Bring your hands to your opposite elbows, creating a little frame for the head. And just let the whole upper body sway back and forth. Release the hands back down towards the floor. Look towards your knees. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, round up, stacking the back all the way up until the shoulders are back and away from the ears. Lift the chin off the chest and look straight ahead. Let's continue to move with our breath. Do a couple sun salutations. So inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift the arms up, gently arching back. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the right toes. Exhale, left leg back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back, and exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toe, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. And exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, release. One more set. Inhale. And exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, left leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, foot flat. And exhale, left leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, palms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, foot flat, look up. Curl the toes, exhaling, right leg back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg forward, right knee down, foot flat. And exhale, right leg forward, feet together, look at your knees. Inhale, arms up, gently arch back. Exhale, release. Arms by the side, shoulders back and away from the ears. Let's take a couple nice deep breaths. We should feel nice and warm now. And we're going to work a little bit on our squats. So we're going to continue warming up, walking our feet wide, about mat width apart, toes turned out about 45 degrees. Let's bring our hands to prayer position and we're going to move with our breath. So let's inhale, sink down into our wide leg squat, knees pointing towards the middle toe. Exhale, press through the soles of the feet to come on up. So nice even movements each direction. So as you move through these squats, if you start to notice that your body's feeling a little bit more warm, maybe a little bit more loose through the hips or thighs, you can always adjust and walk the feet a little bit wider if you want to intensify that squat a little bit more. Good. On your next inhale, let's hold our squat nice and low. Keep breathing. Reach the arms out at shoulder height, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Let's take another nice deep breath. And as we exhale, we're hinging to the right side, reaching our right fingertips down towards the space in front of the right arch. Reaching the left fingertips up towards the sky, keeping the hips back and down. Breathe deeply. Inhale and exhale, press through the soles of the feet. Let's come through center. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, left hand down, reach the right fingertips high towards the sky. Feel that stretch down the right side of the torso through the inner thighs. Keep the knees pointing towards the middle of the foot. Don't let them roll inwards. And breathe. One more nice deep breath. And exhale, press through the soles of the feet as you come up all the way, letting our arms drop down towards our sides. Walk your feet in so they're under the hips. Shake out the legs. Excellent. We're going to move into pyramid pose. So let's step forward with our right leg about a stride, maybe a little bit longer depending on our hip flexibility. The important thing here is that both feet remain fully on the mat or fully grounded. Our hips are facing forward and we have a nice long line down the back of our body from our head to our tailbone. Let's begin with our hands on our hips, or you can start with your arms next to your sides. Inhale and exhale. Keep that straight line down your back, drawing your gaze down as you hinge forward, and feel that stretch begin to lengthen the right hamstring. When you feel that, hold it there. Bring awareness into the body. Notice if the lower back, the glutes, the quads are gripping. Let them relax. Maybe you can sink down a little bit lower. Notice the neck and the chin. Are you still looking forward? If possible, pull the chin in so you're looking downwards, and we're flattening out the upper back and the back of the neck. Take another exhale and round forward this time, dropping our hands down towards the mat or towards the right leg. Bring the chin towards your chest towards the right thigh. Think about elongating the torso, reaching the crown of the head down towards the right toes. Another nice deep breath. And exhale, press into the feet. Stabilize the body by pressing deeply and lift the torso up. Excellent job. Let's step our left foot forward and our right foot back. Opposite side. Bring our arms to our sides or to the hips. Think about inhaling and lifting the torso, creating that long line in perfect posture down the back of the body. Exhale, hinge forward. Hold it when you feel that stretch. Let go of any muscles that are opposing you right now. Maybe you can relax your chest down a little bit further. And on your next exhale, drop the hands, round forward, lengthen the torso, reaching the crown of the head down towards the mat. Good. Let's release. Press deeply through the feet. Lift the torso all the way up, stacking the shoulders back over the hips. And then bring your feet together. Maybe you want to shake out the legs. Take a deep breath. Excellent job. Moving into chair pose, we're going to bring our feet under the hips, parallel to one another. Hands to the heart in prayer position. Let's move with our breath, inhaling. As we exhale, we sink down, reaching the tailbone back behind us, feeling those quads begin to work as we lower down into that invisible chair. Glance down, make sure you can see all 10 toes, wiggle them around, weight is evenly distributed. And when you're as low as you can go, we're going to tuck the tailbone. So it's a slight movement, flattening out the lower back, drawing the ribs towards the hips. Breathe deeply, focus the eyes on a point that's not moving. And let's exhale, release, come all the way up. Good job. So we're going to continue our squats, but we're going to move into eagle pose. So we're challenging our balance, but we're building strength through the lower body, the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. So you can continue to sink back down into chair and then start by lifting up the right leg, crossing the knees, tucking the right toes behind the left calf. Or you can stand up tall and cross the leg before sinking down into your squat. So your choice. You can try both, see what works. Now, the lower we squat, the easier it is to get those right toes all the way back behind the left calf. Some days that's just not going to happen. But the lower we go, the easier it is to tuck those toes back there, but the harder it becomes to balance. So give it a try. If it doesn't happen tonight, that's okay. We're not competing with ourselves or anybody else. If you want to move into the arms, we'll take the right arm, lift it up, left hand underneath, in towards the face, then reach the left fingers for the right hand. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Feel that space between the shoulder blades. And then let's ease ourselves out of eagle with the same control. Release the arms, release the legs, press through the left foot, and stand up tall. Good job. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders. Nice deep breath, maybe a little side to side movement. We're going to start fresh on the opposite leg. I should have mentioned before we did this on the left side that if you're on a very plush mat, or if your mat is on a carpet on the floor, these things are going to make it a little bit more challenging to balance. So since you're at home, again, you can move around your room if you need to get a little bit more steady footing, all right, under that foot. So let's move into the right foot now. So again, same options as before. You can come down into your chair, shift the weight into the right foot, and then pick the left leg up, cross, and tuck the toes. Or, if the toes aren't getting there tonight, or if you're feeling wobbly, they can always assist with the balance, okay? So really, it's a one-legged balance, but we don't need to worry about all of, the proper form of the left leg. So the really important part here is that we're getting low, we're working on that one-legged squat, and we're challenging our balance, which helps improve our balance. Left arm up, right arm underneath, in towards the face, palms together, lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Good, let's release all the way. Excellent job. Shake it out. Okay, so let's walk our feet nice and wide, feet parallel to one another, hands on the hips, inhale, and exhale. Hinge forward slowly, then drop your hands down to the mat for support. Continue to fold forward and look through the legs, let the head and neck relax. Walk your hands over towards the right leg, rotating the chest towards the right thigh. And then walk the hands back through center and all the way over towards the left leg. Good, let's bring the hands through center. And again, depending on each of our bodies and our hip flexibility, you may want to actually walk the feet together. We're going to do our side lunge to stretch the muscles all the way down the inside of the leg. So by walking the feet together slightly, you'll have a little bit of a greater range of motion. Totally up to you. So let's take an inhale, lifting the chest up parallel to the mat. And as we exhale, shift the weight into the right foot, bend the right knee, reach the tailbone back, inch your hands over just a couple inches towards the right leg, and feel that stretch down the inside of the left. Excellent, let's inhale. Exhale, press into the right foot, reach your hands through center, and let's move all the way to the left leg, bending the knee, reaching back through the tailbone, holding as we breathe. And let's release, come back through center, and round up, stacking the back. Good. Let's bring our feet together. Shake out the legs. Come towards the back of your mat. And we're going to come all the way down into child's pose. Okay, so let's lift the head, neck, and chest up. If you have space out to either side, that's great. If not, you may want to turn and face the side of your mat. Before we move into gate pose, we're going to do a child's pose variation. So we're going to step our right foot out to the right side, so our thighs are still in a straight line here. We're going to fold forward, and we're going to sit back on our left heel. So we're just going to kind of switch it up. You might feel a little stretch to the inner thigh here with the right leg extended. Good, Let's lift the hips back up. Lift the torso back up. Bring the right hand to the right hip. Lift up the left arm as you inhale and exhale. Let's now reach over to the right side. Keeping the left shoulder back, so be careful not to round forward. Good. Let's release. And bring the left hand down to the mat under the left shoulder. So tonight we're going to do a couple leg lifts to really warm up and target that medial glute, the muscle on the outside of the hip, before we hold it lifted. Okay? So draw the abs in. We need them for support, and let's move with the breath. So inhale the leg up and exhale it down. Inhale up. Good. Exhale down. Don't forget the abs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Hold it here. Keep breathing. Find a point to focus on. Good. Lower the toes down to the mat. Bring the hands forward. And now we'll sweep the right leg all the way to the back left corner of our room, lowering the right knee and tucking it in along the left leg. Take the left toes and point them towards the back right corner. Walk the hands back and gently lower the hips down to the mat. Grounding down into that left hip if you can. If this is too intense, keep the hands on the mat, keep the hips lifted. As you breathe deeply, bend your elbows, lowering your chest towards the thighs. If your hips are grounded, you can walk your hands out in front of you. Good, let's release. Walk the hands back, press into the palms to lift the hips. Bring the hands forward and the right leg back under the right hip. Step the left foot out to the left side and then sink your hips back towards your right heel, lowering the chest down towards the mat. Modified child's pose. And let's lift the hips back up, lift the chest, bring the left hand to the left hip, reach the right arm up, bicep next to the ear, and reach, lengthening the arm over towards the left side. Good, let's inhale through center, bring the right hand down to the floor under the right shoulder, and exhale, let's lift the foot. Good. Inhale down. Tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Couple more. Let's lift and lower. Last one. Lift and hold. Keep drawing the abs in. Focus the eyes on a point that's not moving. Excellent job. Lower the foot down. Bring the hands forward for balance. And then sweep the left leg all the way to the back right corner, lowering the knee and tucking it in along the right leg, pointing the right toes towards the back left corner, and easing the hips back between the heels. Take a couple deep breaths, noticing that this side may feel different than the previous one. Bend your elbows, lower your chest towards your thighs, and breathe. Okay, let's lift the head, neck, and chest up. Walk the hands back. And we're going to come down to one hip if you're not grounded yet. We're going to move into bound ankle pose. So we're going to slide the knees away from one another and bring the soles of the feet together. Hands rest on the feet or ankles. Let's sit up nice and tall. And as we exhale, lean forward, keep the lower back, or I should say the whole back, nice and flat from head to tailbone. And release, lift the chest up. So next we're going to move into hurdler stretch. So we're going to take our left leg and we're going to open up the knee a little bit and rotate it so the left shin is towards the top of the mat, the left thigh is towards the left edge of the mat. Then our right leg is we're going to bring the inner thigh, the right inner thigh, down towards the floor. So now we're going to move the right leg so the right shin is facing the right edge of the mat. So both knees are making a right angle. So again, we have our left leg in front of the body with the left shin parallel to the top of the mat, and the right leg along the right side of the body with the right shin on the right side of the mat. So adjust the hips, chest, and shoulders so we're facing the top of the mat and the left leg, and try and even out your hips a little bit. So naturally the right hip is going to be lifted because it's out to the side, but just try and even it out just a little bit. So let's inhale both arms up. And as you exhale, lean forward over the left leg, dropping your hands down towards the floor and gently lowering the chest. Good, let's release, walk the hands back in towards the upper body. And we're going to switch sides. So we're actually just going to bring our legs in the opposite direction, or our knees up and over to the opposite side. So you may want to place your hands just back behind the tailbone. We're going to rotate both feet to the mat, kind of in a wide leg, knee bent position, and then rotate the knees over to the right side. So they'll need to be adjusted a little bit, probably. So you may need to walk the right ankle out to bring the right shin parallel with now the new top of the mat, previously the back of the mat, and the left shin is now parallel with the now left side of the mat. So rotate your torso to face the right leg. Inhale both arms up, and exhale, hinge forward. Good, let's release, walk the hands back. And we're going to move into downward dog, so no judging or no points for your form on doing that. I'm just going to rotate all the way back to the previous side and then swing my legs around and come into downward dog. So let's pedal our heels a couple times. And on your next inhale, take a big step forward with the right foot. Let's come into our low lunge. So we've already done some hip openings, some glute stretching tonight, so this might feel a little bit more accessible earlier on than it would in some other practices. So find your alignment, knee over ankle, reaching back through the left heel, and breathe. Excellent. Let's lower the back knee, and I'd like you to walk it in until it's under your hip. So we're going to curl the left toes under. Both knees are making about a 90-degree angle. And this will challenge our balance, but again, it's good to build strength through the quads and the glutes. We're going to lift the shoulders up, bring the hands to the hips, and we're going to lift the left knee just a couple inches off of the mat. So let's move with our breath. Inhale, exhale, press through the right heel and just lift that left knee. It's a small movement, but by pressing down deeply into the right heel, you're going to engage the back of the right leg, and we're turning on the left quad, the muscle on the front of the left thigh. So let's gently lower down. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale, press through that right heel, lift the body just a couple inches. Let's lower, and we'll do 1 more and hold it there. Inhale, exhale, press, lift. Find a point to focus on. Keep breathing deeply. The more we work on building our strength in these yoga poses, the easier some of them become, the better our balance and our control of the posture. So let's take 1 more breath and exhale, lower that knee down. Excellent job. Fold forward over the right leg, and let's walk the left knee back again. So we're coming back into a low lunge with the back leg grounded. Flatten the top of the left foot to the mat and just hold it here for a moment, breathing deeply. Let's walk our hands back, shift the hips back, lift the right toes, and lower the chest down towards the right thigh. Now stretching along the back side of the leg. The more we pull the toes in towards the shin, the more we'll feel this in the calf as well. Good, let's release, walk the hands forward. Lower the right toes, and let's step back to downward dog. Pedal the heels. And inhale, step the left foot forward, low lunge, hips down and forward. Excellent. Lower the right knee down to the mat. Let's walk it forward. So the right knee is under the hip. So we have a 90-degree bend in both legs. Curl the right toes under. Bring the hands to the hips. Let's move with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the left heel. Lift the right knee. Again, subtle movement. Just an inch or 2 off of the mat to get that strength training benefit. We don't have to go too far. Let's release and come down. We'll do that 2 more times and then hold. Let's inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Press, 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 press. And release. All right, let's take a nice deep breath before we go anywhere. Now inhale. Exhale, lift. Keep pressing through that left heel. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe deeply. Should feel the body really warming up. And come on down. Good job. Hands down to the mat. Walk the right foot back, finding length through the right quad and hip flexor. Top of the foot down to the floor. Hold it here. And now shift the hips back, fold forward over the thigh, lift the left toes, and breathe. Good. Let's release. Walk the hands forward and then step back to downward dog. Let's inhale, right heel up. Bend the knee, pull the right knee in towards the chest. Lower it down between your hands. Relax the left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders, and then walk them over towards the right corner of your room, reaching your left hip down towards the mat. Good. Let's come back through center, and then walk the hands back in towards the body, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back over the hips. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, bend the left leg, reach the toes up towards the sky, reaching back with one or both hands, grab a hold of the foot, pull it in towards the torso. And let's release. Bring the left hand forward and step back to downward dog. Switching sides, left leg up, bend the knee, pull it in, and lower it between the hands. Relax the right leg back, lift the chest, and exhale, fold forward. And then walk your arms straight out in front of the shoulders and inch them over towards the left corner of the room. And let's come back through center, walk the hands in, lift the chest, bending the right leg now, reaching back, drawing it in towards the shoulders. Good, let's release. Lower the hips down to the mat, swing the legs around. And we're going to roll back and work on shoulder stand. If you prefer to move your mat towards the wall, move legs up the wall, go right ahead, or take a couple breaths laying back in Shavasana. We'll catch up with you momentarily. Arms along the sides, palms down. Use the abs to draw the knees in towards the chest. Press through the hands to lift the tailbone. Bend the elbows, bring the hands to the lower back. Walk them up the spine, and then lift the feet up towards the sky. Point and flex your feet a couple times, letting your calves and ankles relax. And then reach one leg in towards the face, reaching away through the opposite leg. And gently switch directions. And ease the toes down to the mat, coming into plow pose. And release the hands, bring them down to the mat, bend the knees in towards the face, slide them down the front of the body, gently lowering the back, the tailbone, and the soles of the feet to the mat. Walk the heels in towards the glutes, reach your arms along your sides, fingertips resting on the back of the heels. Tuck the shoulder blades under, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press through the soles of the feet, lifting into bridge pose, drawing the knees together slightly so they're in line with your hips. Keep pressing through the feet, engaging the glutes, hamstrings, and inner thighs. And then ease the hips back down, gently lowering the back, slowly, and then the tailbone. Lift the right leg up, place the right ankle on top of the left knee, right hand through the leg, left hand on the outside. Draw the legs in towards your chest. And release. And switch sides, left ankle on top of the right knee, left hand through the legs, right hand on the outside. Good, let's release. And lower the heels down to the mat, about mat width apart. Relax your arms halfway between your hips and your shoulders, tucking the shoulder blades back and underneath the body. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your whole body sink down deeply into the mat. Bring your awareness all the way down your body to your feet, and then mentally repeat after me. My toes, feet, and heels are releasing and relaxing. My toes, feet, and heels are released and relaxed. My ankles, calves, and knees are releasing and relaxing. My ankles, calves, and knees are released and relaxed. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are releasing and relaxing. My thighs, hips, and buttocks are released and relaxed. My abdomen and lower back are releasing and relaxing. My abdomen and lower back are released and relaxed. My fingers, hands, and wrists are releasing and relaxing. My fingers, hands, and wrists are released and relaxed. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are releasing and relaxing. My forearms, elbows, and upper arms are released and relaxed. My chest, back, and shoulders are releasing and relaxing. My chest, back, and shoulders are released and relaxed. My neck, head, and face are releasing and relaxing. My neck, head, and face are released and relaxed. My mind is calm, my breathing is even, and I am completely relaxed. Bring awareness back to your body and begin to move your fingers and toes. Gently stretch your arms overhead, lengthening the body and awakening it. Reach your arms to the right side and the left side, and gently roll back up to a seated position. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Namaste. Great job tonight, everybody. Thank you for working hard. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and week. I'll see you next week. Good night.